what do we think, chat? What do we think? Do we think if you do think that Destiny 2 is dying in a bad spot, or maybe can't be saved from Renegades or with Renegades, what do you think if you were Bungie? What do you think your next best idea would be? Would it be? There's only really two, because like, it doesn't matter. Because Marathon's awful like that. People just won't get it, even if it turns out to be a game of the year game. No one really wants to even touch that game right now. They just settled a lawsuit for um that copying about the Red War stuff. That's finally done. I feel like now Sony should just fully take over um Bungie in their operations, because I just don't think we've all known that management at Bungie has been god awful. We've known it for a long time. I don't know why it took so long for that everything to change, but we just need Sony to step in and maybe just add their touch. Let the devs do what they want. Don't let management decide what happens. Sony acquire and go, you know what? We don't need you guys anymore. We just need a project manager that will oversee everything, and obviously, management of teams and whatever you want to do, whatever they have there. But I feel like Sony needs to move in. And what would be the best thing? Destiny 3 or a Destiny 1 remastered? I feel like everyone knows it. Like, that's probably the only two options they have. And I feel like just the way that Destiny 2 is gone, they need a lot more time to perfect Destiny 3. They need to make Destiny 3 an absolute banger because we need to honestly, it's not that we need to fully forget about Destiny 2 and its whole history. We just need to forget about all the bad stuff that's happened, and we need to move on. And for that to happen, we need to get a game that is good, not another game that is half-assed or bad decision making like how vanilla Destiny 2 was. We need something to come out with an absolute banger of what Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 should have been as a like, Destiny 1, Destiny 2 had a kid. That's what it should be. It's what they listen to the community. They listen to the fan base, the community, the everything. Just something that is our game and not their game. Because they've had it their way for a long time and it just hasn't worked. And it's time to let the players, and when I say players, I mean players, not just streamers, not just content creators, I mean players. Like, is it RuneScape that does like votes and polls and stuff to the community, and they don't do any updates until like they have to ask first and they can see what the community wants. That right there is a concept. I'm not going to take that straight. Obviously, we do want to let them have control of their own game still, but that's just something to move forward with, thinking like, oh, you know what? Other games like RuneScape that are around for bloody, it's pretty much as long as internet and everything's been around, you know. That maybe the best thing to do is to do that, but so that you can figure out what you want to do with Destiny now, have a bit more time, think about it, and then come back with a banger. But in that time period, I feel like you kind of have to give us something we want, something like D1 remastered, and maybe don't have to do it exactly like D1 where you had to wait a whole year for campaign to happen and not campaign, the DLC to happen. But this is it. Like, if I were to remaster D1, how would I approach it? Would I just bring all the DLCs out, or would I stagnate it like they did? And I feel like maybe not 4 years worth of stagnating, but maybe 2 years. Cut it in half. Let us play the DLCs through, you know. Don't spam everything out at once. And let players that obviously never had the luxury to play D1 in the glory days, let them experience what we did. And I'm like, I understand. Let's all get together, guys. Let's realize that original D1 also wasn't the greatest, but shit, it was still pretty good compared to D2's one. And maybe everyone trashes on Crota's End and or the Dark Below and House of Devils. Oh, not House of Devils. The second DLC, I can't remember now. I feel like we should like don't put the nostalgia hat on, but I think in reality, like D1 was just a better game. D1 was just a much better game, and maybe like what we do is so with maybe with D1 we wait so maybe every 3 months, and oh, it's even 3 months because pretty much when the Taken King came out, like that was so much stuff going on in that DLC. It was like a whole new game. Like that's why it also was like the one of the most expensive DLCs at the time. One of the most expensive DLCs because it was like practically just a whole new game. It was pretty much a whole new game. How did I miss that? And they put that behind a very hefty price tag there, but it was like that and Taken King and the last DLC, The Rise of Iron, probably was like peak Destiny for me. Like I've been playing since 2014, and which would have made me 10 years old when I started playing, and like it was just a bang all the way through. But like I had never met so many new people, like made so many more friends than what those two DLCs. Like it was a Triumph update too, and SRL, man, bring that back. It's like they have so much to work with, but they're just not utilizing. Like, why not bring SLI back? Like, why are you gatekeeping this content from us that, like, isn't like groundbreaking? It's fun. Like it was just a fun thing to do. Like when it was SRL time, man, I was running that. It was so cool. There was horns and everything that you could put on. It's just such a different time, and it just feels like Destiny maybe has like lost its identity. Like it's gone from we don't actually want to do anything with D1 anymore. We want to move on from D1. We just had to bring some D1 characters back because to make you guys happy. But that's just not how it shouldn't be like that though. It shouldn't be like that. It should be that's here, isn't it? Oh no, it's over there. Should like just allow yourself, and this is the thing. This is the thing with a lot of online RPGs. I would want to say is that it feels like they just want to take everything away from what was in the original game and just kind of live with a whole new identity.